Hello and welcome to Mastermind Academics. In today's video, I'm going to take you through Capsim Foundation. But before that, Mastermind Academics is offering tutoring services. So if you need help in Capsim, Capstone, or any related simulation, text us on the email in the description or on the WhatsApp number on the description. Thank you. So at the moment, we are in round 6, competition round 6 of the simulation, and I'm just going to take you through the competition round 6 on how we'll be making our decisions. So we shall launch the web spreadsheet, and maybe start with the R&D part. And here you can see you only have two products, cake and CP. So we shall go through the report first before we make our decisions. So after opening the report, you can clearly see that our company is Chester. And as Chester, in the last round, we had an ROS of 9.2%, an asset turnover of 1.89, an ROA of 17.4%, a leverage of 1.6, ROE of 27.7%, and we had no emergency loan. And we had sales of around 108,350,000. And maybe we had a contribution margin of 35.7%. So we are going to go through each and every segment before we make the decisions. And first things first, we start with the low-end segment or the low-tech segments. And you can clearly see that under the low-tech segment, this is what customers expect. A price between 15 and 35, an age of 3.0, an MTBF of 14 to 20,000, an ideal position of 7.3 performance, and a size of 12.7. On to the next, which is the high-tech segment. This is what we have: an ideal position of 10.9 and 9.1, an age of 0.0, a price of 25 to 45, reliability 17,000, 23,000. So in this simulation, we only have two segments, and that's why we only have two products. But now, when you go back to the portal, at this point, I want cake and CP to sell in the low-tech segment, because low-tech segments has a lot of products, or has a lot of demand, So I want cake and CP to sell both in the low-tech segment, and cake to sell in both the high end and the low end. So tech will be selling on the low tech and the high tech, while CP will be selling in the low tech only because of its demand. So we shall start with this, and after going through the report thoroughly, I decided that we use a performance of 8.6 and 11.4 as the size. Then you can recalculate, and after recalculating, you can clearly see that the revision date is 5th of May 2030. For CP, I decided that we use 9 and 11 as the size. Then you can recalculate, and after recalculating, you can see that the revision date is 31st of March 2030. So this is the positioning for products in each and every segment in the perceptual map. CP, you can see it's selling both the high end and the low tech, and cake is also selling both low tech and high tech. Next department is the marketing department. And under the marketing department, we are talking about the price, promo budget, sales budget, and lastly the forecast part, whereby we are predicting the number of products we want to sell. So for cake, I decided that we use a price of 33.40, and for CP, I decided that we use a price of 33. Promo budget normally helps in promoting or in increasing the customer awareness, maybe through promotions and advertising our products. For the sales budget, it helps us in increasing the customer accessibility to our products. So we shall maintain both of them for all our products at 1,500. For the forecast part, for cake, I decided that we use 2,200. We forecast 2,300. And then for CP, I decided that we forecast 1,800, because we don't really have the capacity to produce more products than 1,800. So that's all about marketing. And down here you have the revenue forecast part and the unit sales forecast. This one just represents what we have in the forecast part, while this one represents the revenue that each and every product generates in the company. Next is the production and the HR part. HR is simply the human resource. So for cake, you can see that we forecasted 2,300. We have an inventory of 132. So I decided that we should produce 2,200. For CP, we are going to produce something to close to 1,800 because we don't really have the capacity. And under the physical plant, we're going to buy a capacity of 200, or let's say a capacity of 300 for cake and also 300 for CP. Then you can calculate. Actually, capacity is simply the ability of a product to produce more products in the company. For the HR, we shall maintain a recruiting spend of 5,000 and training hours of 80. And the HR is simply talking about our workers. And you can see our productivity index has increased from 118.8% to 121.8%, meaning we are doing good. Next is the finance part. And as the finance part, we are now focusing on funding our company. So at the moment, you can see the cash position started the year with 23,328, while we're ending the year with 37,404. So I would like us to issue a long-term debt of 5,000 so that we can finance our company activities. And on this graph, you can see we have the retained earnings, the long-term debt, the current debt, and you can see most part is being taken by the retained earnings because at the moment we are generating the cash, or we're generating profits into the company. Next and last is the TQM part, and TQM is simply the total quality management. And here we have the TQM initiatives, and it's normally allocated 10,000. So we are just going to give it 1,000 for each and every TQM initiative, and this will help in demand increase in the company. Also, it will reduce labor costs. It will also reduce material costs and will reduce administration costs. Actually, TQM is always there to reduce the costs that we have in the company. So 1,000 for each and every TQM initiative. Then you can calculate. Yeah, and maybe you can see the changes on the worst case and the best case for each and every costs that's being, or each and every impact that the TKM does. So after this, you can check our balance scorecard, and you can see that our score is something close to 74.3 out of 100, which is quite a good score at the moment. So if you need help in Capsim Foundation or any related simulation, text us on the email on the description or on the WhatsApp number, and we shall sort you out. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like. Thank you.